the heart of Hershey Park. We have lots of things you'd consider a lark. We have rides that go up and rides that go down. And of course, we have rides that go round, round, and round. We have thingamajigs to make you scream. Whatchamacallits like you'd see in a dream. And doohickeys that go in and out, you'll see, to make you as Hershey Park happy can be.
The year was 1919, a year removed from the end of World War I, and America was looking for an escape from the horrors of war. Over in Hershey, Pennsylvania, the Hershey Company and the city of Hershey were struggling and unable to attain financial stability until 1922. 1923 would mark the 20th anniversary for the park, even though the park had not officially opened to the public until 1905. To celebrate the big anniversary, the park decided to build a roller coaster and announced it on January 18, 1923. This would be the park's very first roller coaster. Manufactured by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, the coaster would consist of an out-and-back layout. An out-and-back layout commonly focuses on airtime hills and drops before turning around 180 degrees and returning to the station with more hills that are usually smaller. Wildcat would be set to open on May 30, 1923 and get a lot of press coverage as well as public attention. The design and construction of the coaster was facilitated by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company, or PTC. Established in 1904, PTC was a well-established coaster manufacturer and up to this point had only built 4 attractions. Hershey took a chance with PTC and decided not to own the coaster outright to minimize risks and avoid liability. They did this by renting the land the coaster would sit on while allowing PTC to own and operate it. Herbert Paul Schmeck, the president of PTC, designed Wildcat. This was the first roller coaster he designed and was the start of a very successful career. Other notable rides Schmeck designed include Hershey Park's iconic wooden roller coaster Comet, which still stands today. The roller coaster cost $50,000 to build. The station of the roller coaster was to be built on the hill by the bowling alley building and the main pavilion. This is the location of the Hershey Triple Towers. The coaster would then go through a tunnel and then up the lift. The track would turn and go through several hills before it would turn around in a large curve and go back toward the station. At first, Wildcat was called another name. The park came up with the Joy Ride as the name for the coaster, and had to push the opening date back to June after a delay in construction. On the weekend of the 20th anniversary, Hershey Park decorated the park with Japanese lanterns and colored lights for the special occasion. The park hired the Philadelphia Orchestra, the Bark Choir, and the Moravian Trombone Choir to perform during the opening weekend. On the opening day, there were 50,000 people at the park. Joy Ride as a coaster name stood up until around 1935. Around 12 years later after opening, PTC decided to renovate the coaster to make it run faster. They also renamed the ride to Wildcat. The ride was up and running until 1945 until PTC and Hershey decided to come together and build yet another roller coaster. This roller coaster would later be known as Comet. After 1945, Hershey Park replaced the original Wildcat with a ride called Cuddle Up, which operated until 1978. Afterwards, there was a newer version of the ride which was themed to a Minetown section of the park. In 1995, Hershey Park announced that they would be building a new and improved Wildcat coaster. It would be part of their Midway America expansion and be built by Great Coasters International, or GCI. This would be their first coaster built and was opened in 1996. Built on a hill, the coaster was originally running with PTC trains. In 2007, they were replaced by GCI's Millennium Flyer trains due to the roughness of the ride. The ride was 106 feet tall with an 85-foot drop and a top speed of 50 miles an hour and cost around $5 million. The ride ran for around 25 years before closing in July 2022. In November 2022, Hershey Park announced that it would convert into a Rocky Mountain construction hybrid coaster. Rocky Mountain Construction is responsible for turning old wooden coasters such as Gwazi at Busch Garden or the Cyclone at Six Flags Over Georgia into a world-class steel track with wooden support hybrid roller coasters. The revamped Wildcat will be called Wildcat's Revenge and will be opened by mid-2023. It will be 140 feet tall and reach a top speed of 62 miles an hour. It will be a great addition to the park and make Hershey Park an even greater roller coaster destination. Perhaps a later video discussing Rocky Mountain Construction's rise to dominance in the roller coaster industry will be made at a later date. Let me know if you would want to see that. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and tune in for the next episode of Coaster Archives. Leave suggestions on what coaster we should look into next. See you again very soon.